entitled fellow took a handicap spot and was so proud of himself. I was going to park in a handicapped spot. I have a placard due to mobility issues, and before I could pull in, another car takes the spot. No big deal since I was feeling okay today, so I parked a few spots down, got my walker out, and was walking by the offending car. As I'm walking by, someone shouts, "I took your spot, old man," and laughed. I'm 52. His friends in the car laughed too. I looked up and it's my rich, entitled nephew. He didn't recognize me and he has a small Toyota car which didn't stick out to me at all. The look on his face once he realized it was me was priceless. We have a family get-together next week, so this could be fun. Update: thank you everyone for the great ideas and taking the time to read. As it turns out, the family event was moved to my home, which was great. My nephew and his family show up noticing the handicapped spot I drew with chalk in my driveway. His father asked why I had a handicap spot in my driveway, and I told him to look at it again, and he noticed his son's name. He asked why his son's name, and I told him to ask his son. After they had a stare down and awkward silence, his son actually told him the whole story. His dad was furious. My nephew spent the whole time at my house. They were here about 4 hours doing my yard work and helping my wife, not spending time with anyone. My nephew will now be stopping by every week for the rest of the summer, probably about 10 weeks total, to do my yard work. I really need the help, so I'm glad his dad stepped up to let his son know this wasn't right. I've got popcorn on standby for this update. Oh, please tell me you're going to congratulate his parents for raising a child who parks in disability spots and mocks the disabled person who was going to use the spot until he cut in ahead of them. As a way older than you mobility issues walker user, I think this is awesome. You have some potent dirt on that kiddo. Does he have a placard? You should have called the cops. That's a hefty ticket. Please update me. Look, I know that you know him and all, but even given your personal knowledge of this individual, I still would have called parking authority and gotten his ride towed. I know not everywhere has parking authority, but here, such callousness is subject to towing impound fees plus the $500 fine for parking in a handicap parking spot. Whatever seat he's in at your gathering, when he gets up, sit in it. Every time he gets up, karma's a bitch and she's throwing boomerangs. OMG, burn him. Perhaps a short chat with the kid's parent? If it was my kid, he would be walking for a few weeks. Oh, please tell us you will let him have it, but I have a feeling his family is just as bad as this kid. If I see an able-bodied person parking handicapped, I reserve the right to make them honest. Update me. I'd call the police and report the violation. Well, I'd certainly be calling him little boy all night, putting salt in his drinks, and overall spending the whole night fucking with him any way I could. All while making sure he gets to explain the story all night until everyone is caught up. At our house there would be general admission for the corporal punishment that would show up at that gathering. Set up a handicap parking dining sign on his chair at the family gathering. Make it the spot closest to the kitchen or the bathroom. Remind everyone in the family not to take his spot. Make it a tall sign on a stick on the back of his chair and take lots of pictures. I want to see the pic of his grandma beating him with her purse. Around here I would go to the manager of the store and tell him, as they tow people who take the handicap spots like that, hang out till they dig his car out, pull yours in, and really get the last laugh. I would 1000 go around to everyone with the sweetest smile and be like, did I tell you I saw my nephew the other day? Before selling him out repeatedly. That is such awesome karma and well played. Be interesting to see how he treats you each week going forward, or if he try to get out of it. Remind me 8D. Please update, I want to see how that goes. Priceless. I can't wait for the update. Oh, we gotta have an update after next week. I may be able to walk from one end of the lot to the other just fine. But as a former caregiver for a 77-year WCOPD, a 66-year sciatica, and these days a 92-year with a wheelchair, the nephew's behavior makes me absolutely livid. Don't park in handicapped parking if your able-bodied ass isn't driving someone with a placard. FFS. Tell that funny story at the next gathering, especially when his parents are in the room. See how cool he feels then. Would he have felt shame had it not been a relative? Your nephew sounds like one of those people who is just a horrible and entitled who has no values or morals at all about anything. So which one of your siblings failed so miserably in parenting their child? I hope they never need care from him. Update me 7 days. 2 things. 52 is not old. I wouldn't mind being 52 again. Were you even tempted the slightest to call the cops on him? In California, that's a $246 fine. I do hope you'll be coming back with a fun update for us after the family get-together. Grin sounds like your nephew could use a bit of humbling. I swear some people think the disability parking is just a suggestion face with rolling eyes. I had a woman tell me, but no one was parked there and there's no other spots. The parking lot was pretty empty. I had my disabled client in the car with me. Very limited handicapped parking where we were. Literally one spot. Remind me 7 days. Look for updates. So, young ya doin'? And the disability? Won't be there. Pull mom and dad aside. Let them know. No reason to ruin the day for everybody. Just smash a toe with your getaway walker. I'm sorry your nephew is a poss. But this situation is so perfect that I really hope we get an update of how the get-together goes. Because this could be epic of someone getting exactly what they deserve. Hopefully. Had his oh shit moment. I'm with everyone else. We need an update after or during the family get-together. Gotta come up with something good. Sue, how was the family event? We needs to know. D. I hope you took pictures. Actually, I hope you posted pictures on social media, described what happened, and stated that it was your nephew. I'm looking forward to the update. I'm buying popcorn. Update me. I am really looking forward to the update. Please update me. Oh yes. Tell that story at the get-together. Maybe don't it was our nephew and watch him squirm for a bit. Too bad you didn't block him in the spot and then call the cops to come issue the ticket. Update me. Pay one of the other kids in the family $5 to park his car a mile away after you snag his keys. Update me. Popcorn. I definitely want an update. L. Please update us. Entitled Oz who park illegally in accessible parking is a pet peeve. Why wait? Call his parents and ream them. Why wait? Call his parents and ream them. Why wait? Call his parents and ream them. What was the look he gave you? It's no fun if you don't actually describe it. Be sure you share. I am assuming he had no placard. Remind me 1 week. Following. Snicker. Update me. I definitely need updates on this one. Update me. Update me. Please update us after the family get-together. You should have called the parking police and had him towed. Jerk. Oh, this will be great. Make him sweat. Remind me 8D. Has legally acceptable revenge. Show him legally acceptable vengeance. Catface. UASM 1912. This was lovely to read. Will you update us after the family get together next week? Please post an update. OMG. I have a placard and a license plate, mostly because I hate the placards so very much I don't hang mine and rely on the license plate, but you have no idea how many people park in the handicap spots that don't have a placard or plates. It's really infuriating. Most days I don't care, but if I'm in pain, I'm pissed. Just needed to vent. Problem is, by the time you call the cops, they're gone. PD needs a text line. Just saying. Hope you took pictures. Update me. Waiting for update. Update, update, update. Oh God. Please come back to us next week. Please update us, fellow lurkers. OMG, we need an update next week. Tears of joy. I need an update. Really need to hear about that family get together. I hope he's roasted. Since he didn't have a handicap tag, would it be wrong for you to park behind him and block him in? Then call the cops? This way ensures him that he gets a my state that is an automatic court appearance. I think that would be a great family get together. You got my son a ticket. What's the big deal if he took a handicap spot? He's rich and he can do what he wants. Following. Small Toyota guess. A Prius. Driven by entitled fucks everywhere. Remind me 2 weeks. Can we move up the get together to Wednesday maybe? INB4 update. Please report back after the get together. Update in a week. Imagine being proud of snagging the handicap spot. This kid's gonna get a reality check one day from an angry stranger, and it's not gonna be pretty. Wow, what a prick nephew. I eagerly await the update. Update me. Oh, please be sure to update us on how that family gathering goes. Sometimes karma works so quickly that it makes our heads spin. Cold sweat smile. Does I always figured you were handicapped? Hit a little too close to home? Remind me 1 week. Update me. Ooh, someone please tag me when OP updates. Update please. Listen here, old man, there better be an update. Please update me. Op. You've got some options here. Let the kid have it in front of the whole family and be done with it. Or drag it out, slowly and painfully. Keep it to yourself. Make him think you forgot. Then start slipping in a few false alarms like, did I ever tell you about the time nephew did something mundane? Or, hey nephew, remember when I ran into you somewhere else? Then after he's all antsy, pull him aside, give him a verbal comeuppance, and let it go. Or go nuclear. Wait until his wedding day to expose him. Whatever you choose, make it count. And please update us. Update me. At the family get together, remove his chair and then yell, took your place you entitled brat. Wow. Please keep us posted. Make sure you shame him good so he doesn't do this to anyone else. I'll bring the first aid kit for when you burn him. Yeah, we're all going to need an update. Please update. Update me. Park behind him and take all day in the store. Hope you shame the little shit. Pisses me off when people parking in disabled park without permit. When I become president, I'll make illegally parking in handicap spot a felony punishable by death. I'ma need an update as soon as it drops. He's going to need something to help him sit down without his butt slamming the pain button like it's a whack-a-mole game. Because boy is he gonna be figuratively bent over barrel at the get-together. I used to have a number to parking enforcement and I'd call this fellow on the phone and he was right chuffed to catch them in the act and tow 'em off and charge buku bucks to the offender. I'm with everyone else. We need an update after or during the family get-together. Point 4 IV. Please update me. Waiting for the update. Oh please, please, please come and update after the get-together. Embarrass the little shit. He deliberately took a handicap spot to deliberately cause someone problems. Make sure everyone at the family get-together knows about it. Ask him really invasive questions about his new disability, loudly. Oh lordy. You might need to just have one more family member in on this. Preferably an 18-20-yo who is agile. At family get-together she can be constantly slipping in front of him to get food, drinks, talk to someone, sit somewhere, etc. Then at almond the end on the last one you can laugh obnoxiously and say, well, looks like he got your spot, old man. This is gonna be a baller shaming thing. Pinata that one. You have family coming over? I have a spare walker. Also a cane. Rip him a new one, old man. You should get some family members to conspire with you at the reunion. Every time he gets up, have someone take his seat and say, I took your spot, young man. The best thing to do would tell your nephew, loudly and in front of everyone, that he knows he owes you an apology and you will only accept it if he explains to everyone what it is he's apologizing for. Why do I have a feeling the parents are equally insufferable? They raised him after all. You should definitely mess with him and not out him right away. Much more fun that way. Dollars to donuts. He doesn't show for the family event now, but I'd love to be a fly on the wall if he does. Remind me 7 days. I hope you took pictures. I miss slideshows. This would be the perfect slideshow to screen for the family get-together. Love it, can't wait for the update. Similar story, but no entitlement. When I was about 14, I was visiting my grandparents in a small town. I took a walk on a rural road and a guy in a pickup passed by and Wolf whistled at me. He turned around and did it again. I continued back to the house where my much older cousin was telling us how she had reconnected with her HS sweetheart and had left her wonderful husband of 15 years for him. HS sweetheart will come over in the evening for us all to meet. And, you guessed it, it was the guy in the pickup. Awesome update. Consequences most excellent. This is the update I was waiting for. Oh, I am living for that update. That's amazing. Glad his dad stepped up to make sure he learned his lesson. Smile with horns. Whatcha thinking? I'd fuck him up straight up for doing that shit. Make his ass beg for you to not send him into knocked out mode. Also, when he's getting ready to take his seat at the party, take it instead and tell him, I took your seat, you filthy entitled prick. Then start laughing. Call it in and get him towed. Ooh, make sure to update us. Won't his parents be proud? Openly ask him about his disability at the family thing, or constantly say things about him being disabled in such ways as to cultivate curiosity. Damn, please come back with an update. You update me. Your nephew is a little shit and needs an attitude adjustment ASAP. You should have called and had him towed. If he doesn't have a placard, call the police. Then just bring up his parking ticket at the family event. What I would give to be a fly on the wall for the family gathering. Oh, please give us the total story after the get-together. What did he say when he realized it was you? So, no cops were alerted? Remind me 8D. Oh, Make then boy your beer bitch the entire family gathering. Ya know, cause you're old. Make sure you announce to the entire gathering what your nephew and his buddies said and did. That's sure to be a hot topic of conversation. I am definitely going to need an update on this. I need the update. I'd be giving him a hard time about being handicapped at that get-together. Here, you're handicapped. You need someone to help you. Here is a chair for your handicapped behind. Not the asshole so excited for the update. Ooh, to be a fly on the wall with that gathering. Do you have any cop friends who could drop by? Yes. Officers. That him. That's the guy who parks in handicapped spots and insults people who need those spots. Then again, the cop could arrest him anyway. Ah, never mind. You reported him for parking in that spot without the appropriate placard. Yes? And you're going to ask his parents all about what happened to him at the party. Yes? I mean about his injury or disease or whatever made him qualify for that parking. Please be super petty and share how they react. Please tell his parents you're sorry to hear that he's suffered an injury or new mobility impairment. When they're confused, explain. Tell your nephew that you will remember and remind him of that incident in the future when karma kicks him in the ba-11s. And it will. I too have a rich, entitled nephew. Currently, life is not going his way. At all. Please update us after the family get together. I look forward to the update. Oh, please tell your kid about your nephew. Oh, please. If the nephew's parents are decent, they'll be furious. Update, please. I would have said you will be sad when your car gets towed. Update me. I'm just here for the update. Hoping I get to see the update to this one. I'll be waiting with my popcorn. I wouldn't even wait till then. I'd report him first. Don't know about other countries. But in mine, that lands you in trouble. Update me in a week. I would have taken a picture of him in the spot and immediately sent it to his parents and rest of family. Charcoal, lighter fluid, and matches. Let me guess. Junior doesn't get on with his old man, so he decided he'd go out and bully some random elderly person and break the law on top of it. What an absolute coward. Picking on disabled people. I hope there comes a day when he looks back and realizes what a little shit he was. Ooh, he's in trouble. Please have a wheelchair waiting at the door for him. Oh, and clear the driveway and put up a sign that says handicap parking for John only. Where I live it's a $300 ticket. I would have called the police. Simply tell him in front of everyone that you'll rent him your handicap placard next time he feels like he has to cheat someone out of a spot. He's a lowlife. 52 is not old at all. Aging, growing older, is a privilege that is denied to many. Sure, there are some bumps in the road and some inconveniences that may come with the aging body, but every day you wake up on the right side of the dirt is a good day. Your nephew is trash. I was driving around the parking lot of a retailer looking for a handicapped spot because I had my grandma with me. A gal pulls into a spot without a placard or plate. I said something to her and boy did the F-bombs start coming out of her maybe 70s mouth about how she was older, no ailments, and deserved to be able to park there. Called the cops and reported her. Update me. Update me. Roast him and update when ya do. This sounds like it's gonna be good. PLZ, keep us updated. We need an update on this one. Nobody bring food for the nephew. Should have called the cops and had them tow their car. Update me. I hope you let the air out of his tires. Lol. Oh, I am so ready for the update. Op, you better deliver on the update. Update me. This is the best on the web right now. Can't wait. What would be really fun is getting this dipshit cited for the handicap violation. Following. God, I hope you're in the South. Tell his mom. Hello, sibling, I saw your strapping young son here just last week. He and his friends stole my handicap spot and were laughing about it when they finally recognized me. Isn't that hilarious? Update us, please. Please give us updates from the family get-together. I have a feeling it will be quite fun. 52 and you're an old man? Ouch. What will talking to his parents do? We can only hope that he grows and matures. Please update me. Darn it, I was going to bring potato salad. I'll bring the weed then. Op, please update us with his parents' response. I expect it to be just as entitled. Please update us, folded hands. Oh, please, with a follow-up. Sounds like someone needs a lesson. Lol. OP must post an update. I hope you tell everyone in the family what a boss he is. Oh, man, I hope you walk into the get-together. Give him the finger. And then keep walking. And when anyone asks why, tell them exactly what he did. I see a keeper in the making. Update me 5 days. Oh, watching and waiting. I cannot wait for the update. Why would you steal an old man's spot? How would you feel if someone did that to our grandpa? Life taught him this lesson as literally as possible. Any update? I'm back for the update. How did it go? Heck yeah. Thank you so much for the update. It was wonderful. Tears of joy, 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 tears of joy. Lol, the nephew's father is also a no-nonsense badass MF. And you didn't bother to call the cops or whatever on them. Sorry to say, but why not? Because that's more or less enabling this pathetic behavior. At the very least, do something. I mean, even if you try to shame them in a family meeting. So what? They'll picture you are the bad guy. Laugh it off. Done. Should have called a cop and get the bastard towed. That would have been the topper to the story for the family. I'd have slashed his tires. I'm looking forward to this one. I hope he got his car towed and pay a fine and grounded. Update, please. Was this in Florida? If he's rich, why he driving a Toyota? Tell his parents. Update me. UDMN, I'll be working. Please let me know what happens. I'll eat all the leftovers. Better get your side of the story out to the family before he does, or else it will just have been a joke that you're too sensitive to get. Remind me 7 days. I would make sure I retold that story at next family gathering when everyone is listening. Little prick. Ooh, want an update soon. Make it fun. Please tell this story in front of the whole family. I'll bring joints. Well, you now have solid evidence your sibling raised a crappy kid. Take him down, uncle. Maybe he'll be a better person after he has been brought down a notch. Remind me 1 week. Sounds like you have one badass brother, Bill. Nephew is gonna learn today. I struggle to be rude or offensive to people I don't like. How do some people manage to do it to strangers for no reason?